Hello, dear parent of the Cancer child. How are you? I hope you are off to a great September. This is the September 2021 reading for your Cancerian child. It's really for you, the parent, but about your Cancer child. Please remember that my readings are not gender specific, so please adjust gender the best way it resonates for you, your household, and your kiddos. And also, you are all welcome here for all age ranges. There are some of you here who are are parents of itty bitty ones. Others of you are parents of teenagers, and others of you, everything in between. You are all welcome. Thank you for being here. And please remember to subscribe to my channel. Okay, let's get started with the energy of your Cancer child here during the month of September, dear Spirit. What do we have happening here? What is Cancer experiencing here in the month of September? Oh, that flew. Page of Cups, beautiful. Very nice. Let's see what else. Oh, another one. We got flyers. Okay, dear parent. Beautiful. So you have a Cancerian here who is becoming very open to others and beginning, it's almost like your little Cancerian went through a stage of maybe not wanting to meet friends or being ready to meet friends. And now there's an emphasis, this newness. Maybe your little one has a new companion, a new friend, right? This is going to play out differently depending on the age of your child. But here what this indicates is that your little one is holding this new precious friendship very gently, with value and with hope, right? You see how he's holding that cup of love. In this case, it's a cup of friendship and connection. It could be a new sibling, a new neighbor, a new friend at school, a new friend in the neighborhood. It's going to pan out differently for all of you. And so here we see little Cancer becoming open to this new energy and very happy and happily doing so, opening up. And what's beautiful about this connection is that it's assisting your little Cancer's self-esteem or self-worth. There's something about this new integration, new energy, new companion, new sibling that is helping Cancer feel good about who they are. And so this is very beautiful. This is a beautiful way to get the tone of the season started, right? Here in the US, a lot of our kiddos are going back to school. So this could very well indicate that, right? Just coming into a new environment, meeting new people. But it can also indicate an addition to your family. And it doesn't have to be you. It doesn't have to be a sibling. It can be a cousin or another family member that's coming in. But in any case, whatever this new energy is in the life of your Cancerian, it's a very healthy and good thing for their self-esteem, their self-worth, their value. And you see how this little guy here is expressing and almost like reaffirming and validating how great they are and giving them this little gift, right? So, and what's most important about this energy, dear parent, is that your little Cancerian is open to that. And that's what really truly makes a difference, right? So let's see what potential conflict your little one may be facing here during the month of September. It's like these cards are really energized right now. Okay, so let's see. Oh, there we go. Ah, nice. Oh wait, we're doing challenge, right? These are, oh, okay. Oh my goodness. All right. So we got this in the conflict and challenge position. We got the Six of Wands, which is a beautiful card. And we got the Queen of Wands, which is a magnificent card. But remember, we got these paired in the conflict and challenge position. Okay, so let's discuss the cards a little bit. Six of Wands is all about being proud of what we have achieved, feeling good about ourselves, right? And even maybe boasting a little bit about what we have. And the Queen of Wands is very similar energy. By the way, these are both wands, so it's all about physically showing up this way. And so the Queen of Wands is fierce, independent, feels good about who she or he is, right? And you have it paired with the Six of Wands. So these two paired together are amazing cards. But again, it fell in the challenge and conflict position. So what does that mean? That means that potentially your little one is struggling with accessing this side of them, right? The part that feels good about, like, the part that feels independent and fierce and, open to receiving accolades. And this could be due to one or two reasons. It can be due to these new friendships that they are meeting. They're not really sure about being themselves or how to be themselves in this new environment. It can also mean, though, that they are coming across other energies who are very proud, maybe a little mischievous, a little independent, a little bossy, because the Queen of Wands sometimes can be bossy when it's in the challenge and conflict position. So a couple of things can be happening here. Number one, your little one may be feeling the need to assert himself with these new energies by being bossy, maybe a little proud, maybe a little egotistic, like, oh, look at me, look at all the things I have done. Out of fear, right? It's out of wanting to impress these new friends or this new energy, this new sibling, this new neighbor, whatever this is. And obviously that's a conflict, right? That can potentially cause a challenge because if they feel they need to behave that way, there is something about them not fully accessing their little power, right? And again, this is going to play out differently depending the age range, right? It could be like I literally just saw like a little toddler just taking his or her toys away from the new friend and being bossy about who can play with his or her toys. But this can really play out all through adulthood as well, right? This feeling of I have new friends, they need to know how great I am. Look at me, look at me. And this potentially can cause a conflict in their relationships and their new friendships too. Okay, so let's see what is something you can do as a parent to alleviate this energy or help them navigate it so it doesn't get out of control, out of hand, and so that they can maintain and sustain their friendships and their, and also this is about knowing that they're good enough just without the achievements, without the being bossy. Like, it's a reminder, dear parent, to remind them that they don't need this facade or bravado in whatever way it's going to play out based on your child's age. You don't need to act or behave that way to gain good friendships or authentic, or for people to like them just for who they are. There's a feeling I'm getting here that this new friendship, this new association is making your little one feel so good and they're loving it. And one way that they want to hold on to these little friendships is by being not authentically who they really are. Maybe they do have all these accomplishments. Maybe they are a little, independent and fierce. However, the way they're showing up and the way they're giving off that energy is not necessarily for their best interest, or it's not going to benefit them in the long run. So what advice do we have for the parents? What do we need? Okay, let's see. What advice do we have? I see. Okay. This is too many cards, dear Spirit. Just give me one more. Make it clear. Make it clear. Anything else to add? Any clarifications? Okay, let's start here. So, potentially, dear parent, the reason that your little one feels he or she needs to behave this way is because in the past they experienced some kind of loss, right? And you see how this little guy is staring at the 3 spilled glasses and not paying attention to the cups behind him or her that are fully standing up and ready to be received, yet he or she still focused on this. So maybe your little one experienced a loss of friendship and still focused on how that made him or her feel. And really all they need your help with is turning them around to see, hey, little guy, yes, this didn't work out. Yes, your neighbor moved. Yes, your neighbor went to a different school. Your best friend moved to another neighborhood and you still miss them. So now you're meeting new people, but you're acting in a way that's not for your best interest. So this is about you, dear parent, turning little monster around. And I'm not calling your little one a monster, but this deck, literally, they're monsters. So it's about turning your little one around to see, but look at these new friendships you have. Look at this new, like, you don't need to judge what's going to happen here based on what happened in the past, right? And it's also about facilitating space for your little one to communicate in whatever way they need to communicate the loss of what they lost prior to this new change that they're going through. Potentially, you can facilitate this and help them manage this loss through talking it out, writing it in a journal. Really, this is about getting it out into communication, right? It's about teaching your child how to release this energy through communication, whether it's writing about, their friend that they miss, or their neighbor who moved away that they no longer have, or even just writing what kind of friendships they want, right? And again, this is going to play out differently depending on the age of your child. For those of you who have little itty bitty ones, that's a little more difficult, right? That's a little more difficult. By the way, I just got this huge sense that there was a loss of a pet. There's someone here who lost a pet. And this potentially can be a new pet, by the way, a new pet that they got. Maybe they're being a little grumpy and mishandling the new pet. Yeah, there's like a small handful of you whose little one lost like the family dog or cat or whatever it was for you in your household. That's, they haven't been able to communicate how they feel about this. And so what Spirit is asking you to do, parent, or is advising you to do here, is to just create the space, facilitate space for them to communicate, talk about it, cry about it, in whatever way you can, right? And you can even do this with little itty bitty ones, like asking them, hey, do you miss so-and-so or your dog, or, whatever it is, in whatever way you can with your little one. All right, dear parent, I hope that was helpful. And I want to make an ask, if you can please not only subscribe to my channel, but also ask 2 to 3 of your loved ones to subscribe to my channel. And of course, people who enjoy tarot and who enjoy this kind of channel. I really am making an effort here to grow this channel, and I cannot do this without your help. So if you can please forward this to 2 to 3 of your friends, loved ones, coworkers, I would greatly appreciate you. And I hope to see you back here next month. Bye.